Hello and welcome to the Witching Hour, here only on the Creepy Vault. I've got a really creepy and unsettling story to tell you today. An actual story about a man that hiked the Appalachian Trail alone a couple years ago, and he was lost, and they found his journal. So here I'm going to read his journal entries that describes the terror and the horror that this man went through. But before we start, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all your support as I've been producing more creepy tales for you here on the Creepy Vault. Creepy stories, everything creepy. So continue to stay tuned and watch for more as I'm going to produce more stuff. This is a first of its kind. I'm excited to share the Appalachian Trail horror journals here with you. Without further ado, let's get started on the creepy. What you're about to hear are the journal entries of a 26-year-old man named Liam Greeley. He set out to hike the Appalachian Trail alone in the spring of 2023. He never came back. Weeks after his disappearance, rangers found his abandoned gear and a bloodstained notebook half buried near a hollow tree. These are his words. This is the last anyone ever heard from Liam. All names have been changed to protect the innocent. Journal of Liam Taylor, Appalachian Trail. Day 1, March 28, 2023, 10:15 a.m. First official journal entry on the Appalachian Trail. Clear skies, perfect breeze, everything feels fresh out here. Just me, the trees, and 2,100 miles of beauty. Day 1, March 28th, 2023, Springer Mountain, GA, Georgia, 9:12 a.m. Made it, finally. I'm standing at the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, and I can't stop grinning. It's been a dream for years. The trees are waking up for spring, birds are singing, and there's a crispness in the air that makes my lungs feel brand new. I've got everything I need. Pack, tent, water filter, food, solo hiking. This beast is gonna be life-changing. I'm ready to find myself out here. No phones, no noise, just me and the woods. Day 4, March 31st, 8:02 p.m. Saw a bear today, off in the distance. It looked at me, then kept walking. We've got an understanding, I guess. Didn't sleep too well last night, though. Thought I heard something big walking around my tent. Might have just been wind. Day 5, April 1st, 2023. Blood Mountain Shelter, 6:47 p.m. Passed a few hikers today, but didn't stick with anyone. I like the solitude. Trail's been quiet lately. Almost too quiet. Haven't seen anyone in 2 days. Heard something last night, just outside my tent. Thought it was maybe a deer, but the footsteps sounded slow, deliberate, like someone walking in circles. I called out, nothing, just silence. Could be my imagination. Either way, I didn't sleep much. Day 9, April 5th, 2:30 p.m. Passed another hiker this morning. He didn't say a word. No eye contact. Just walked by. Later, I noticed I was missing a protein bar. I didn't drop it. Day 9, April 5th, 2023, just north of Blue Ridge Gap, 11:02 p.m. Something is off. I feel watched, even in the daylight, especially in the daylight. Found prints today, Not boot prints, barefoot, human looking, but wrong. Toes were long, almost finger-like. Who walks barefoot out here? I tried to laugh it off. I'm not laughing now. Day 12, April 8th, 2023. Dix Creek Gap, 1:21 a.m. Didn't sleep. There was a sound last night. Not footsteps. Breathing right outside the tent. Deep and slow. I held my breath. My skin crawled. I grabbed my knife but didn't unzip the tent. Eventually it stopped. When I came out this morning, there were no tracks, but the firewood I gathered was gone. All of it. Day 14, April 10th, 1 a.m. I keep waking up at exactly 1 a.m. It's always silent. No bugs, no owls, just nothing. And I swear I hear breathing outside my tent. It's slow, deep, and it doesn't go away until I speak, or once I say something out loud, it stops. Day 16, April 12th, 2023. Nantalia Forest, 9:35 p.m. I think someone's following me. No, I know it. I've started doubling back randomly, going off trail a bit, changing pace. Still, I find signs. A twig broken at an odd angle, a rock stacked on another. Little things, but they're meant for me. I feel like I'm being herded. I met a guy at a shelter today. Called himself Jay. Friendly. Too friendly. His eyes didn't match his smile. I moved on after eating. Felt like he was stalling me. Day 18, April 14th, 11:09 p.m. Saw claw marks on a tree today, not a bear. Too high up. 4 gouges, not 5. I took a picture, but the image was corrupted when I tried uploading it. Day 19, April 15th, 2023. Somewhere near Fontana Dam, 3:11 a.m. The trees are whispering. That's not a metaphor. I heard them. Not the wind. Words. Can't make them out. I hiked all day. My feet are bleeding. I don't care. I can't stop now. I saw something in the woods. It was crouched, low, pale, watching. When I looked directly at it, it slid behind a tree like smoke. I'm scared to sleep. Day 20, April 16th, 2023. Campsite near the Little Tennessee River, 9:09 p.m. Saw a rabbit today. First animal I've spotted in days. But something was wrong with it. Its eyes looked glazed, like it was blind. It didn't run when I approached, just stared. I walked off trail to pee and found a circle of small stones placed evenly, maybe 3 feet wide. Nothing inside, just dirt. Clean dirt. No footprints around it, just mine. I don't like it out here anymore. Day 21, April 17th, 2023. Rainy gap somewhere past Chioha Bald, 5:54 a.m. Didn't sleep. Thunder rolled overhead, but never came closer. Rain never fell. Just endless thunder like something circling above. Something tapped on the side of my tent around 2 a.m. 3 times. Then silence. In the morning, I found 3 vertical slashes on a tree nearby, like claw marks, deep ones. Still no hikers. Haven't seen another person in 4 days now. Day 22, April 18th, 2023. Stealth camped off the main trail, 8:38 p.m. I tried to hike with music today, just to feel normal. 1 earbud in. It worked for maybe 2 hours until I heard whispering over the music. not in the other ear, through the music. I pulled the buds out and it stopped. I'm not sleeping tonight. Not with the way the wind sounds. Not wind, really more like a slow, dragging hiss. Day 23, April 19th, 4:44 a.m. I heard my name. Just once, whispered right outside my tent. But there's nobody for miles. I checked. Day 23, April 19th, 2023. Smoky Mountains, 12:04 p.m. I woke up with marks on my arms, thin scratches, like something with claws brushed me. 3 perfect lines down each forearm. They weren't there when I laid down. I think I'm going insane or something is playing with me. I found one of my shirts hanging in a tree 2 miles back. I didn't put it there. Day 24, April 20th, 2023. Trail marker gone, late afternoon. Something erased a trail marker. I know there was a white blaze on this tree. I've passed it before. Today it's gone. No paint, nothing. I started marking my own blazes, tiny carvings in trees. After a few hours, I backtracked and found they were gone too. Someone's messing with me, or something. I caught a flash of something dark between trees. Humanoid, fast. It didn't make a sound. Day 26, April 22nd. Abandoned shelter, 3:45 a.m. Shelter had a rotten roof and looked untouched for years, but there was a fresh fire pit and a pile of bones, small, clean, arranged in a spiral. I didn't stay. I kept walking until the moon dipped below the trees. I don't know where I am anymore. My GPS stopped working around dusk. It keeps flashing static, and the screen is dimmer. Day 27, April 23rd, 9:17 p.m. I found footprints around my camp. Bare feet. Human, but wrong. Toes too long. No heel print. And they circled the tent again and again. Day 27, April 23rd, 7:22 p.m. Saw a face in the distance today. On a ridge. Just a head sticking out from behind a tree, watching me, not moving. I waved. It vanished behind the trunk. When I got to that spot, no one was there. Something scratched my pack during the night, tore into the outer pocket, took nothing, just left it open. Why am I still doing this? I should turn back. But every time I try to leave, the forest doesn't look the same. The trail feels wrong. Day 28, April 24th, 4:48 a.m. Woke up to find a small wooden carving next to my sleeping bag. It's me. I know it is. Same jacket, same boots, even the same fraying strap on my bag. It was placed right next to my hand. I didn't hear anything, didn't feel anyone. I threw it into the woods, but I swear I hear it tapping against trees out there. Day 29, April 25th. My voice is changing. I recorded myself reading a note aloud. When I played it back, it sounded off. Like it was trying to be me, but didn't know how to sound human. The inflection was wrong. The pauses unnatural. I think something is learning me. Trying to be me. Day 30th, April 26th. Klingman's Dome area, 10:48 p.m. The stars are wrong. They've moved. There's a hum in the air at night. Low. Constant. I spoke aloud to the forest today. I begged it to leave me alone. I think it laughed. Something brushed my tent again. It whispered, this time, my name. Day 31, April 27, 12 a.m. I'm seeing things in the trees now. Faces. Sometimes my own, sometimes not. They don't blink. Day 31, April 27th, 6:30 p.m. I walked for 9 hours and ended up in the exact same place I camped last night. Exact same spot. I know because I saw the pile of rocks I made. The burnt matchstick, even the boot print from when I slipped last night. That shouldn't be possible. I'm trapped. Day 33, April 29. Question marks. The moon hasn't moved. It's been in the same part of the sky since last night. I know it's impossible, but it's there. Still watching. I tried screaming. Nothing echoes anymore. I think the woods are folding in on me. Day 34, April 30th, somewhere near Newfound Gap. Question marks. I don't remember walking today. I just woke up in a new spot. There was a symbol scratched into the dirt in front of me. A circle, lines through it, spiral in the middle. It's burned into my mind. I drew it on the back page. I know I'm not alone, but I'm not sure they're people. Day 35, May 1st, hollow log shelter, 2:19 a.m. I found words carved into a log where I stopped to rest. It said, "We never let them leave." They looked old, weathered, but fresh chips of bark still lay beneath them. I tried walking all night, but no matter which way I turned, I could still hear something behind me. Never ahead, always behind. Day 36, May 2nd, 5:55 a.m. I lost a whole day yesterday. I woke up standing in the woods, miles from camp. No idea how I got there. My mouth tasted like dirt and ash. Day 36, May 2nd. Entry smeared. Blood. I woke up with something in my mouth. Bitter, metallic. It was a feather, but not from a bird I know. Long, black, wet. I spat it out, but my tongue still tingles. My nose started bleeding a few hours later. It hasn't stopped. The pages are soaked. Day 37, May 3rd. Unknown location. 10:13 a.m. Trees are moving. I swear it. Not in the wind. I mean, they change places. One had a huge scar down the bark. I passed it once. And then again 10 minutes later. It wasn't déjà vu. It was the same tree. I tried taking pictures. They come out blank, pure black, even in daylight. Day 38, May 4th. Shelter, I think. Late, I heard a voice call from the woods. It was me, my own voice. It kept repeating a sentence I said on day 1. Just me and the woods. I screamed at it. It stopped. I'm losing time, losing weight. My eyes are sunken. I don't recognize myself in my phone's camera anymore, but I can't stop. Day 39, May 5th. Entry written in shaky handwriting. They're close now. I don't know how many or what they are. I sleep for minutes at a time. They hum when I close my eyes like a lullaby. I dream of dirt, heavy over my chest. I can't breathe. When I wake, I still feel it. Day 41, May 7th, 3:33 a.m. I don't think I have a body anymore. I looked at my hands, and they weren't mine. Too long, skin too thin. The forest is humming. It's a song, and I think I know the words. Day 41, May 7th, question marks, question marks. I saw it. It was tall, bone white skin. No eyes, just holes. Its limbs were too long. It didn't walk, it bent and folded through the trees. It smelled like rotting leaves. It smiled at me. It's not human. Day 41, May 7th, 3:33 a.m. I don't think I have a body anymore. I looked at my hands, and they weren't mine. Too long, skin too thin. I tried cutting into a tree to leave a message, but the bark bled, thick, black. I hear footsteps that aren't mine, pairs of them, triplets circling. They hum louder now. I think it's a song. I think I know the words. Day 42, May 8th. They wear bark like skin. I saw one. It had my face. It made me smile. I didn't want to. Day 42, May 8th. Written in frantic looping script. They're inside the trees. They wear bark, like skin. I saw one today. It stood just outside the firelight, not moving, but its face, it wasn't a face. It was mine. It watched me smile. I didn't mean to smile. It made me smile. They're going to take me. I think they already did. Day 43, May 9th. Cave or hollow. No time. I don't remember getting here. I woke up inside a space I don't recognize. It's damp. The journal was next to me. Dry. There are bones in the corners. Old bones. Old ones. Animals, I think. Maybe not. I hear footsteps, but they don't echo. They absorb sound. I'm going to write what I see until I can't. Day 43, May 9th. I can't run anymore. My legs don't move like they should. They bend wrong. The forest is in me, growing. I can feel the roots in my teeth. This will be the last thing I write. If you find this, do not look for me. Do not call my name. They'll hear you. They're always listening. Day 43, May 9th. I can't run anymore. My legs bend wrong. Roots in my teeth. This is the last thing I'll write. If you find this, do not call my name. They're listening. Day 44, May 10th. Final coherent entry. It's outside, watching. It's waiting. I can't leave. I'm part of the woods now. If someone finds this, don't follow the trail past the bent pine tree. It doesn't lead anywhere human. Please burn this. Don't listen when it calls you. Day, ? Time unknown. Written in jagged, unreadable scrawl. Not alone. I see me. He wears me. Leaf face. Roots in eyes. He sang my mother's voice. I'm so hungry. Some words are capitalized, some are lowercase. Final entry, unknown date, unintelligible handwriting. Not alone. He wears me. Leaf face. So hungry. Some letters are capitalized. Some are lowercase. End of journal. Appalachian Trail Search and Rescue Report, May 24th, 2023. Filed by Ranger Aaron McCall, Nantahala National Forest Division. Subject: discovery of missing hiker's journal. Summary: after receiving a tip from a southbound hiker regarding an abandoned campsite and a foul smell, I and Ranger Lisa Graves hiked to the location just west of Walker Gap, roughly 4 miles off the main Appalachian Trail. We discovered a weather-worn tent that had collapsed in on itself. Gear was strewn about, much of it shredded or waterlogged. Near the base of a hollow tree, we found a partially buried backpack. Inside was a spiral-bound notebook, soaked through with blood and rot. We were able to recover approximately 80% of the writing inside. No sign of the hiker, Liam R. Greeley, age 26, was found. No tracks, no remains, no recent fire pits. The only unusual element was a ring of stones nearby, with a small pile of charred feathers and bones, possibly squirrel or bird, placed in a spiral pattern. Oddly nailed to a tree above the tent was a small wooden carving. It looked exactly like Liam's face in his driver's license photo. No known animal activity in the region explains the destruction or the disappearance. No foul play has been confirmed, though the journal contains disturbing, possibly delusional entries indicating severe mental decline. Rangers' assumptions: possible psychotic break or hallucinatory episode from dehydration, isolation, or undiagnosed mental illness. Journal shows signs of paranoia and delusions involving faces in trees, humanoid entities, and auditory hallucinations. Likely perished due to exposure or injury, though no remains have been recovered. The entries near the end are unnerving. Both rangers independently reported a feeling of being watched while at the site. Status: case remains open, classified as missing, presumed dead. The journal has been submitted to the North Carolina State Police and placed in evidence. A digital scan was requested by a family member. Additional note: on June 2nd, a different hiker reported finding another wooden carving matching Liam's likeness approximately 17 miles north of the original site, hanging from a branch with twine. It was still warm to the touch. Conclusion: to this day, nobody was ever found. The case remains open, and Liam Greeley remains missing. If you hike the Appalachian Trail and you hear someone whisper your name, don't answer. Some roots go deeper than you think. Well, that's a very unsettling journal, to say the least. I was reading that the first time. I've actually never completely read that. That was very eerie. So all of us got to share in that creepy journal entry story from the Appalachian Trail. That was very odd. He must have been crazy, or did he really see something? I don't know. I'll let you decide that. But nonetheless, that didn't make it any less creepy and eerie and weird. Well, my friends, that's it. Thanks for tuning in to the Witching Hour, only on the Creepy Vault. So stay creeped out until next time. So long, my friends.